Hello my owlets, how are you guys doing today? Today we are going to make a fun little project, and it is the shaker wand, yay! So I've seen these all over Instagram, and I am going to be hosting a Valentine's crafty day in Brenham, Texas, which is kind of between Houston and, not Houston, where I live, LaGrange, I guess between Austin and Houston. It's about 45 minutes from LaGrange, and so it's a really cute little town, and we're going to be making these cute little wands. So, which, I got to tell you a lesson learned on this, but I'll tell you that while I'm making it. So, what you need is a clear ornament from, Christmas time. And I'm going to disassemble and show you how I put mine together, because it took me a while to kind of figure out how to do it. I've seen some people use a dowel stick. I'm actually going to use a straw, one of these plastic straws, and I'll leave the link below where you can get these on Amazon, because I ordered, of course, for our little craft day, I ordered a bunch of them here, so I will leave that link below. But so you'll need a straw and these pom-poms and other little ribbons accessory to go into it. So let's go ahead and get started. So I've got these pom-poms from, I think, Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to use like mostly small ones. And, oh, first of all, okay, let's back up. We'll stuff that in just a minute. This was the tricky, I guess if everything, this is the tricky part, because it has this in there, and if you, I guess depending on what kind of ornament you get, but I'm assuming they're all like this. You've got to get your handy dandy wire cutters, and really, it took me a while to cut this out. You have to kind of work it. Maybe if you have really sharp ones, which you can see mine are kind of ancient. I've had them for years. But you just basically cut that wire and you pull out the rest of it and discard. And so then you're left with this little piece here. Well, what I noticed is I thought I could easily just shove this in there, but it crinkles these little parts, and you kind of need those little parts. So what I did was take another wire cutter, and I just cut a crisscross across there. So I literally just took this teeny tiny jewelry one and crisscrossed a hole, like a crossing, and then I kind of punched it through. So see how I'm just kind of, so more like, ow, yeah, I would definitely be doing this prior to the event, cutting all the holes in them, because they are a pain, and that way you don't have to spend your time doing that. And then I just kind of got my other jewelry things and pushed them forward. So the bottom line is you want to be able to fit your straw in. Whoops. And I kind of go from the inside, because you know this is tin and you can't cut your hand on it, and make a little hole. But you want to keep these outside that go around the ornament not bent, because you will be using those, as I just kind of mentioned. I don't know what I call them, but so basically the straw is going to be going in like that. And what's really cool about these straws is it has these little grooves on it, so they don't come out of your drink. And it really helps with making these things. So you've got your hole. See, I made another one. So you put this aside. Put your little pom-poms. This is where I was going to say I lesson learned, which I guess it was not really a lesson learned, but just something to keep in mind. And I'm going to fix mine that I created already. So you put some pom-poms in. I don't know, how many do you think? Like 9 or 10? And then I have some sequins. And put some of those in. And really and truly, you can put whatever you want in here. So I put my sequins. And this is where I took my glitter. Save all the sequins. I went to Hobby Lobby and couldn't find sequins, you guys. I know they have to be somewhere. They must have moved them. They used to be on the glitter aisle and I did not see them. So I'm on the fence about bringing glitter to the event because that's what happened with this one, the one I created. If you notice, you see all my glitter come out? I need to put a pom-pom here because this glitter is so fine, and you know, you're putting your straw through this hole. Well, it creates a hole and the glitter comes out. So I guess that's kind of my lesson learned thing, but I'm just going to add some glue, some hot glue around the edge here. And stick my pom-pom on. And make kind of like an end piece on there. Sorry, my hand's in the way. But just kind of do an end piece. Wipe kind of the glue around. You could put ribbon, which is probably what I'll do to cover that glue. But I gotta let it dry for a minute. But anyway, that's kind of my lesson learned thing, is that whatever you put in, if it's fine glitter, is gonna kind of come out and you need to put a stopper on it. But let's add some sparkle, shall we? Sounds good to me. So I'm just going to get a piece of paper. Let's find one that's kind of sturdy. And I'm going to put just a little bit. This is glitter from Michael's. And I'm just going to fold the paper and pour it in there. You gotta say, adding the glittery sparkle is just so pretty. So let's add our piece on. And this is where you're gonna glue. You're gonna open it up. And I would like kind of open it where it's bigger than what you need, because you're gonna take your hot glue and glue it around this. Here, Pokey over there. And then you set that piece on top, and then I would go ahead, it's going to be hot, but squish it around. I'm going to, oh, here it comes. And then, of course, if you get excess glue, you can just kind of wipe it off. Brazza saved the day. She shut the door. He was napping, you guys. I don't know. He hears the neighbor's dogs bark, and he gets all excited. So then you're going to put your straw in. And I put it on the outside because that's going to actually just kind of hold that in. Now, the other trick that I did was add pom-poms around the edges. So just glue a really generous amount of glue. Grab the bigger pom-pom and just stick it on there. And hold that straw straight up and down. And then grab another little pom-pom. I guess you could do all small pom-poms, but I did a bigger one just because I have no rhyme or reason, to be honest with you. I'm going to do another little pom-pom. And this is just securing that straw in place. And just holding those together while the glue dries. And then, I think the reason I added it, because I really wanted to kind of cover and add a little bit of fluff to my end of my straws. So once that is in place, make sure, let's see what this, This straw seems a little taller than what I used in the other one. So I'm going to just pull it down just a little bit. And to be honest, I should have put a little bit more fluffy balls in this one because this one, it really covers that straw. You really don't see that straw coming up, but I see it here. So be generous with the adding the fluff in there. The other thing I noticed I added in my other one was some little rose ends like this. These are also from Hobby Lobby. And you know, if I was putting this together, I would yank my straw out right now and add more stuff. But this is just a demonstration, so a little lesson learned is to put more stuff in there so it hides that ball. And I'll clean all that glue off of here after I create it, but I don't want to mess it up. And see, you can see all the sparkle coming out. So you could go ahead and add your little piece on the end, but we're going to add some ribbon. Put our pom-poms away. I might use those for something else. I got an idea. Okay, so I just randomly have some ribbon here. And I just cut about, depending on how long you want them, I guess maybe 12 inches is a good solid number. And you want to do an assortment of ribbon. So let me get some right in here. This thin one, it works out really good. It adds some volume. And then this is ribbon I got from, I don't even know, but this is like a material. I love this shabby material. And let's see, we got some pom-pom. We need some, this is ribbon from, that you can buy at Michael's. I've had this for years, you guys, so it's lasted me, I guess depending on how much you use, but it has lasted me quite a bit. Definitely need pom-poms in there. And I always just leave this on because, well, with the pom-poms it might be kind of tricky. Well, we're going to take it off. Oh, I see, it's tied with the string too. I need those pom-pom ones out. And you know what's so fun about these two is that you can use like whatever color. You can use, I mean, especially like I'm just saying because I had the yellow in there. You could do an Easter one. You could do Christmas, Halloween. That's what got me seeing my friend shared we got to add some sparkle on there, you guys. She sent me the one for Halloween and I was like, oh my gosh, I want to do that for the Valentine event. So Happy Mail ribbon. Okay, we're set, right? We got a good chunk of beautiful fluffy ribbon. And then what I like to do is kind of pick like my top one. So like for example, I used this heart-shaped one for my final because I kind of wanted it to be like the final pretty. And so I'm just going to take like the thin ones I can double up on. And I'm just going to take them and I'm going to double it. Oops, sorry. I'm going to do a double tie here, double knot. So I'm just going to tie once and tie again. And then I'm going to pick another spot, so because I want my ribbons to go all the way around. Let's move these over here. My shirt keeps grasping them. And like this sparkly one. And add yarn, I had some eyelash yarn I was going to add and then I forgot to grab it. So there's so many different possibilities with making these. And literally I am just going around the bulb, the ornament bulb, and just tying around different levels. Like, see, I haven't tied this one. So let's add some pom-poms. Now with this one, I only did one, but because the pom-poms kind of hold it. Where's that going to do that at? Or what did I do? Maybe I glued it. I think that's what I did, because I was like, oh, it's such a pain to, especially these bigger pom-poms, to pull them through. So I'm just going to take my hot glue. Where's my extra glue? I got an extra glue stick before I sat down, because I'm like, I'm going to need it. There it is. And I'm just going to like move it over the glue spot, pull that out. Let me get my tools out of the way. And then take this part and glue it over that spot. And that way you're not having to pull those pom-poms through. Okay. How are we looking? Pretty? Okay. Let's add some gingham to the mix. Or should I think I'm going to keep it. No, I don't think I'm going to add that. Keep it more. I was going to say keep it more pink, but I see where I added red ribbon. I want to add this ribbon because there was some sparkle on it. I'm going to do a double knot. Okay. So I think that is so pretty and full and fluffy, and of course you can do as much as you want. And we're going to trim it up too, because this is obviously longer than the wand itself. You don't have to, but I prefer it that way. So what I'm going to do is take my heart ribbon and make it my final go around, just because it makes it kind of like finalized. You know what we could do? Let me look at this. I feel like this pom-pom needs to go around a little bit more to go to the other side. So I'm just going to add another little dot of glue and wrap it around. So what I mean by that is that way there's pom-poms on both sides of the wand and not just coming down on one side. And then I'm going to take the pretty final ribbon, and I'm going to tie it like that. And then that way you have like kind of like a final pretty ribbon at the top. Now, I'm only going to do that one time. Man, I didn't cut myself too much slack on this ribbon. Because, yeah, so I'll go in and give my ribbons a haircut because they are long. And I always cut mine diagonal. It's up to you. Whatever. Some people like straight ribbons. I always have cut my ribbons diagonal. Okay. Save those little pieces. You could add them to your journal. Okay. So then, where I did the final tie, that's where I'm going to add. For the instance, with this one, I put a bow. I just had that. I think I got it in a Happy Mail. But I found these at Hobby Lobby too. And they're little hearts. But I'm thinking, yeah, so I'm just going to glue that as, just to cover up that little final. You don't have to, and that's why I was even thinking I could do the, oh, that's actually really pretty. Maybe I'll do that. Don't I have some more of those? I have one more. So I'm going to cut those off. Actually, well, you could still use this if you wanted to, but I'm gonna use these little roses instead because they're so dainty and pretty, and I love roses. And I think I actually have some extra green leaves over here in my little bin. I also see some hearts in there I could be using. Check your stash. You can even like cut these off of some floral that you have around the house or something if you have those. So I'm going to cut this big leaf off. Put it back. And I'm going to use these two. It's so pretty. So I'm going to add some nice amount of glue. Put those here. And a rose. Actually, one rose does the trick, right? But, you know, in my case, more is always better. Oh, that's so pretty. Should I do another one to keep it even, Steven, or sets of 3? I actually just like the 2. Okay. Now, let's finalize it. Get all the ribbons out of the way. Go back to our pom-poms. And this is where I made an end piece. So that's more, you know what? I think I'm gonna use some ideas. So I'm gonna go with my pinks because I love my pinks. I'm gonna close this bottom part up and stick this on top. And this is where you could take one of your little pieces of, I think I'm gonna take this sparkle and go around. I'm going to leave the link for the sparkle. I got that on Amazon too. I think they had some at Christmas, but I just haven't gone any. Well, I take that back. I have gone to Hobby Lobby, but since Christmas, but I just haven't really. And I did go to Michael's because I really was looking for something unique because I thought, you know, maybe because I go to the Hobby Lobby. We have a Hobby Lobby here close to me, so that's why, well, I say close, 30 minutes. But we don't have a Michael's. And every time I go in the Michael's, sometimes I'm just, I don't know, wasn't too impressed. I shouldn't say that because I don't want to talk bad about Michael's, but anyway, look how cute and sparkly that is, you guys. Okay, then we're going to take a pom-pom and put it on top, right, to finish it off. And this is where you can wipe your glue off at this point, if you have glue. Put a nice, generous amount of hot glue up there. Pop your pom-pom on the very edge. You could leave it like that, or I was thinking about even, adding, I wish I had more of those roses. I may have to go get me some more of those because I like them so much. I put a button on the last one, which was really cute. And then I ended with another pom-pom. But I'm going to top this one with that final paper rose. Isn't that so pretty? And there you have it. You have yourself a magical little wand. And I thought this would be such a cute project for kids too. If you had like a party or something, you know, you could do birthday ones, you guys. I mean, there's so many possibilities with these. So yeah, there you have it. 2 little precious wands. All right, you guys, thanks for joining me. Oh, look how much taller that straw is. That's crazy. This came out of, I actually went to my silverware drawer and picked this one up because I was waiting to order these. And look how much taller that is. That's crazy. I need to finish this off. But you guys, it's precious, and I love the straw. I love the straw. So I really hope you guys can find some of these clear balls, but I'm sure you can get them off Amazon if needed. And you know, I could even put like a little silver thing on the top. So many possibilities. All right, you guys, y'all have a super sparkly rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.